Well, hello everyone and welcome to Barefoot Minis. A viewer asked me how to trim the mane and tail, and so I'm going to try a tutorial on doing that with Romeo, with Barefoot Minis Romeo. He's already been brushed out. I was just wanting to do that mane and tail tutorial. Now on Romeo, I don't want to take too much. He's got a glorious mane and tail, so I'm going to do the minimum on him. But you consider out how up-headed he is right now. I don't have to take much bridle path, and I certainly don't have to take much forelock at all. But I'll show you how I do it to try to preserve the right angles to do it, and to try to preserve some mane and tail, because oftentimes when you're using clippers, you'll accidentally take more than you need, so it's good to be more conservative. Now he has his COPD, he has his cough. If any of you guys have any suggestions or ideas for that cough of things that have worked for your horses, please let me know down in the comments and help my buddy out, because he definitely has allergies, COPD, you know, you name it. He does not handle dust or mold, and I get it. I'm that way too. So would you like this to start out, sir, since you've been so good? There you go. Hi, Victory, sweet boy. Okay, I'm going to use braid binders. I have a few hanging out here, ready to go. I can put the sections that I want to keep in the braid binders. I want to keep this whole forelock, this beautiful forelock. This is about the perfect amount to keep. And I'm just going to put a braid binder on it, an elastic, have you. And then to take a little, just a tiny bit. I don't need to take much on him. And I'm going to, the less is more, honestly, on him. Just to take a little bridle path right here, I'm going to section off another piece with an elastic right here like this. Okay, so very, very conservative. What you want to see is this: he's shivering because he's so excited about a cookie, and he's not cold, he's just nervous and excited because this is a new thing. I don't usually have him out here to work with. I usually have him in his run, and he is a beautiful boy. But what you want, okay, you're stepping on stuff that you shouldn't, sir. Okay, what you want to see, oftentimes when I work with him, he just has a lot of excited energy, and he will poo-poo. But anyway, you want this mane to line up with the point of shoulder. That is how you want to make the bridle path. And the bridle path serves a few purposes. It makes it so the halters and bridles fit. And it also keeps, it gives the horse line of sight, view, vision. He can see a lot easier when you take this section of hair out. Hi, Victory. And then as for his tail, nothing really needs to be done to his tail, but I can show you how to manage those split ends. I can use this third band to kind of show you what I'm gonna bang. He's a little bit shivery and cold and excited about this whole prospect. He's not used to this. So I don't wanna take very much off because he doesn't have one that drags on the ground. But I'm just gonna take a little bit off. Just take the ends off right here. Okay, and on some minis, you'll wanna take inside. Some people who are very good at it will trim underneath the forelock and to the edges. But I don't tend to do that because I'm always afraid of taking too much. I'm gonna tighten you up there, buddy, a little bit. Everybody's always playing. I like to tie them high and tight because if it's too loose, they can put their heads down and get it wrapped around the crown of their heads. So I'm gonna take very little, very, very little, and all I have to do is take little. Okay, and I have him on action mode, so he may look a little bit long and strange and distorted, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta work with what you have. You gotta bloom where you're planted. Here this is. There's the clippers. I do not want to take any of this beautiful forelock. I just want to take a very little bit of bridle path. Just about yay big, maybe 2 inches. it for Romeo. And this stuff that trains its way over on this side, it's best to leave that if you can and just trim the underside. So that's taken care of. I'll show you the end result of just a little bridle path for Romeo. Okay, move over, buddy. Move over. Excuse me, sir. He's like, I'm not sure about that. That's a snake, isn't it? Okay, move over. There he is. There. Isn't he pretty? He's so pretty. What a boy. And I can just take this out because this was just preserving this forelock. Yes, I can take that out. And as for his tail, now some would take just a little bit underneath, and he doesn't have too much, so I'm just going to leave him alone. He doesn't have a ton of mane like his grandsire, Prairie View's Little Joe Friday. And as for the tail, he just has ends. He just has little split ends right here. So I'm actually going to take the band out for now because I know what I'm taking. I have a general idea of what I'm taking. Just the split ends off of him. And also thank you for the suggestion for wanting me to make this video. I'll just take the very ends and then I'll twist them. Twist them, twist them, twist them. And this is all I'm going to take on him. And that's it. And that'll make it so it doesn't drag and it'll get rid of the split ends. Aren't you so pretty, Romy? So then all I'm gonna do now is put the braid binders back so that I can reuse them. So a penny saved is a penny earned, am I right? It was a chilly morning though, and he has a very smooth summer coat. So he might be a little chilly, but I think he's all right. He's just excited about this prospect. So I'm gonna brush out the excess, the mane that got clipped off. Just gonna brush him here. Just gonna braid it. A lot of people will just use scissors to bang the tail to trim that tail straight across, but I had what I had and I just wanted to take very little. I can even improve that a little bit. And that'll be good. Scissors would make a much neater appearance, but my mom was a professional dog groomer. She could do this 5 million times better than I do. But I have learned from watching her some. And I also might neaten this up just a hair. Sometimes when you're going over it, you see places that can have improvement when you've worked on it. And always with show horses, you want to get every stray hair too. But I see where there's a little sticking out here. Little peekaboo. There we go. Good job, Romeo. He is the most sweet stallion I own, and Victory is not far behind. The genes for sweetness are obviously there. You want a kickie, sir? He is a beauty, and he has a big following. Boy, was I shocked. His mom has a beautiful pinto coloration, but his dad's almost solid. He came out with all this chrome. I love pintos. They're just so beautiful, and he is beautiful in every sense of the word. He's beautiful in temperament, in conformation, and his perfect little devil-shaped ears. He gets that from Lexington. His perfect little nose, with the front-facing nostrils, he gets that from Joe. Those beautiful melting pot, amazing eyes, which are probably not going to. This is probably not going to give him justice or show through it all. That's from his grandma Tori, and his temperament's also from his grandma Tori. Just such a sweetheart. His pizzazz is definitely from Grandpa Joe. I mean, he's just, I never meant to breed him, but I'm so glad I have Victory just to keep bringing Tori's line along here, because I love Tori so much. And that was his granddam, Millbrook's Victoria's Secret. Well, would you like a cookie? Would you like a cookie? Yes? Little devil horn ears. Here you go. Oh boy, it's gone. Right down the hatch. Hi, Victory. Evaluating Romeo's conformation, if his jaw were just a little narrower, he would have a perfect head, but it's pretty close to perfect. His shoulders could be deeper, giving him a more reach. His buttocks could be a little bit more developed, giving him a little more drive. But these are, I only want to criticize my own breeding. I am not going to say anything bad about anybody else's breeding. Because no horse is perfect, and beware if they're close to perfection, there's something internally wrong. So, Romy, you are such a good boy, and I'm so proud of you, buddy. Good boy. Well, I hope this little bitty tutorial helped. Let's look at him from the other way. Hi, buddy. Hi. Are you so handsome? Everybody's out here. Boy, this is great. This is a blessing. Look at the size difference between Guylian, who's 35 inches, and then Dove, who's 29, and Jamie, who's 28 inches. What a big difference just a few inches makes. I'm going to kind of squat down so you can get a accurate portrayal of Romeo. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and if you've made it to the end, please say a prayer for one of our loved ones who's in having surgery today. Jesus loves you.